Have you ever seen a shark glide through the water and wondered, how long can they hold their breath? It's a question many people ask. But here's the surprising answer. Sharks don't hold their breath at all. Unlike dolphins or whales, which are mammals, sharks are fish. They belong to a whole different world under the waves. Sharks can't survive out of the water. They don't have lungs like we do to take breaths of air. Instead, sharks have a special way of breathing underwater using something called gills. So let's dive deeper into the fascinating world of sharks and explore how these incredible creatures breathe and thrive in the deep blue. Sharks have these amazing things called gills on the sides of their heads. You can often see them as slits. These gills are like their own underwater breathing system. Water constantly flows over the gills, and this is where the magic happens. The gills are designed to take oxygen from the water. They have feathery parts with tiny blood vessels. As the water passes over these feathery bits, the oxygen goes right into the shark's blood. It's like their own version of breathing. So, sharks don't hold their breath because they don't need to. They have a constant supply of oxygen coming from the water flowing over their gills. Now, here's where things get even more interesting. Not all sharks breathe the same way. Some sharks, like the fast-moving great white, are what we call ram ventilators. They need to keep swimming to force water over their gills. It's like they're constantly taking in fresh oxygen. Other sharks, like nurse sharks, can actually pump water over their gills. This means they can stay still on the ocean floor and still breathe. They have special muscles that help them move water over their gills even when they aren't swimming. Imagine that. Some sharks can chill out on the seabed and still breathe easily. It's another example of how diverse and amazing sharks are. When we think of sharks, we often imagine them gliding through sunlit, shallow waters. But some sharks are actually incredible deep divers, venturing into the mysterious, pitch-black depths of the ocean where few other creatures dare to go. These sharks are true explorers of the underwater world, capable of surviving in places where the pressure is crushing and the sunlight never reaches. They can plunge down hundreds, sometimes even thousands of feet below the surface, exploring the ocean's hidden valleys and trenches. Down here, the water is icy cold, the darkness is absolute, and the pressure is so intense it could easily crush a human submarine. Yet, these sharks move with ease, as if they were born for this alien world. But how do they manage to survive these extreme conditions without ever needing to come up for air or hold their breath like marine mammals do? What secrets lie within their bodies that allow them to thrive where others would quickly perish? Well, sharks have evolved some truly remarkable adaptations that make them the ultimate deep-sea survivors. For starters, many deep-sea sharks have enormous, sensitive eyes that help them see in near-total darkness, allowing them to spot prey or avoid danger, even when there's barely a glimmer of light. One of their most impressive tricks is their ability to store extra oxygen in their powerful muscles. This means that even when the water is low in oxygen, or when they're far from the surface, they have a reserve supply to keep them going. Think of it like having a built-in oxygen tank, always ready for those long, deep dives. Unlike humans who need to carry heavy tanks on their backs, sharks are equipped with this natural advantage from birth. But that's not all. Sharks also have special blood cells that are far more efficient at carrying oxygen than ours. These cells can grab onto oxygen molecules and hold them tight, even when there's very little oxygen available in the water. This supercharged blood is a key reason why sharks can stay underwater for such long periods without tiring out. This combination of oxygen-storing muscles and high-performance blood allows them to glide effortlessly through the deep, conserving their energy and staying alert for hours at a time. Some species can even rest on the ocean floor, barely moving, while their bodies continue to function efficiently. When sharks dive deep, another fascinating thing happens. Their heart rate slows down dramatically. This isn't just a random quirk, it's a carefully tuned survival strategy. By slowing their heartbeat, sharks reduce the amount of oxygen their bodies need, stretching their reserves even further. It's almost as if their bodies switch into a special power-saving mode, using every bit of oxygen as efficiently as possible. This allows them to remain active and alert, even in the most challenging environments, without burning through their energy too quickly. Imagine being able to slow your own heartbeat and metabolism whenever you needed to save energy. Sharks do this naturally, giving them a huge advantage in the deep sea where food can be scarce and conditions are harsh. And here's something really cool. Some sharks, like the mako and thresher, are actually partially warm-blooded. This is extremely rare among fish, and it gives them a unique edge in the cold, dark waters of the deep ocean. Being partially warm-blooded means they can keep certain parts of their bodies, like their powerful swimming muscles and their keen eyes, warmer than the surrounding water. This helps them react quickly, hunt more effectively, and stay active even when the temperature drops to near freezing. Thanks to these incredible superpowers, oxygen-storing muscles, high-performance blood, power-saving heartbeats, and even a touch of warm-bloodedness, sharks are able to conquer the deep sea and remain some of the ocean's most formidable predators, no matter how dark or cold it gets. Deep down in the ocean, the world is a place of extremes. The darkness is almost absolute, with sunlight barely able to penetrate the thick layers of water above. Down here, the pressure is immense, so powerful that it could easily crush anything not built to withstand it. The environment is cold, mysterious, and seemingly inhospitable, yet it is home to some of the most fascinating creatures on Earth. But sharks are built to handle it. These incredible animals have evolved over millions of years to become masters of the deep. Their bodies and senses are perfectly tuned for survival in this challenging environment, allowing them to glide effortlessly through the water where few other creatures can venture. One of the most remarkable adaptations sharks possess is their vision. Their eyes are specially adapted to see in low-light conditions, which is essential for hunting and navigating in the perpetual twilight of the deep sea. Unlike human eyes, which struggle in the dark, shark eyes are equipped with large pupils and a high concentration of rod cells, making them extremely sensitive to even the faintest glimmers of light. Some sharks even have a special layer in their eyes called the tapetum lucidum. This layer acts like a mirror, reflecting light that passes through the retina back into the eye, giving them a second chance to detect it. This adaptation not only helps them see better in the dark, but also gives their eyes a distinctive glow when illuminated, much like a cat's eyes at night. But it's not just their eyes that make sharks such effective deep-sea dwellers. Sharks also have incredible pressure resistance. As they swim deeper, the weight of the water above increases dramatically, but sharks are unfazed by this crushing force. Their bodies are designed to withstand the crushing pressure of the deep sea. Unlike many other animals, sharks don't have rigid bones that could snap or break under pressure. Instead, their skeletons are made of cartilage, which is lighter, more flexible, and less likely to be damaged by the intense forces found at great depths. Humans, on the other hand, have air pockets in their bodies, like our lungs and sinuses, that would collapse under such pressure. That's why we need special equipment to explore the deep ocean, and even then, we can only stay down for a limited time. Sharks, however, have evolved to avoid this problem entirely. Instead of air pockets, their bodies are more fluid-filled, which helps them equalize the pressure as they dive deeper. Their muscles and organs are adapted to function perfectly in these conditions, and their skin is smooth and tough, reducing drag and protecting them from the harsh environment. It's almost as if sharks have their own built-in scuba gear. While humans rely on tanks, wetsuits, and other technology to survive in the deep, sharks are naturally equipped for the job. Their streamlined bodies and specialized physiology allow them to move with ease, conserving energy and thriving where others would struggle. These incredible adaptations allow sharks to thrive in environments that would be impossible for humans to survive without special equipment. From their extraordinary eyes to their pressure-resistant bodies, sharks are true masters of the deep, perfectly suited to a world that remains largely unexplored by humans. When it comes to deep diving, sharks hold their own against some of the ocean's biggest creatures. Whales. While whales are mammals and need to surface to breathe air, sharks' unique adaptations allow them to explore depths that would leave most humans gasping for air. The deepest diving shark is the Portuguese dogfish, which can plunge to depths of over 12,000 feet. That's deeper than Mount Everest is tall. While some whales, like sperm whales, can dive even deeper, it's important to remember that whales have to hold their breath for these incredible dives. Sharks, on the other hand, are breathing constantly through their gills, even in the deepest, darkest parts of the ocean. So there you have it. The world of sharks is far more fascinating than most people realize. While we often think of them as fearsome predators, they are also marvels of biological engineering, perfectly adapted to their underwater realm. Their ability to breathe underwater is just one of the many wonders that set them apart from other creatures. Unlike humans, who need to surface for air, sharks don't hold their breath because they breathe underwater using their gills. These gills are incredibly efficient, allowing sharks to extract oxygen from the water as it flows over them. It's a process that happens so seamlessly, we might not even notice it while watching them glide through the ocean. Whether they're constantly swimming through open water or taking a break and chilling on the seabed, sharks have evolved different strategies to keep the oxygen flowing. Some species, like the great white, must keep moving to push water over their gills, while others, such as nurse sharks, can actively pump water through their gills even while resting. Thanks to these adaptations, sharks have a constant supply of oxygen flowing through their bodies. Their incredible biology doesn't stop there. Many sharks have muscles that can store extra oxygen, allowing them to make sudden bursts of speed or dive to greater depths. Their bodies are also built to withstand the immense pressure of the deep ocean, making them true masters of their environment. These adaptations allow them to dive deep, explore the dark, mysterious depths of the ocean, and survive in places where few other animals can go. Imagine descending into the inky blackness, where sunlight fades and the pressure mounts. Sharks are right at home in these extreme conditions. In fact, sharks thrive in environments that would be impossible for us to survive without special equipment. While humans need scuba tanks and wetsuits to explore even the shallow parts of the ocean, sharks roam freely, perfectly suited to their world. Some species live in the deepest, darkest parts of the sea, where the water is cold and the pressure is crushing. Sharks are a testament to the incredible diversity of life on our planet. There are over 500 different species, each with its own unique adaptations and behaviors. From the tiny dwarf lantern shark to the massive whale shark, they come in all shapes and sizes, filling every niche in the ocean ecosystem. They remind us that the ocean is full of wonder, mystery, and life. Every time we dive beneath the waves, we enter a world that is still largely unexplored, filled with creatures that have been evolving for hundreds of millions of years. Sharks are living links to our planet's ancient past, and they continue to inspire awe and curiosity. There's still so much more to discover about these ancient and fascinating creatures. Some sharks, like the Greenland shark, can live for centuries, silently gliding through the cold, dark waters of the Arctic. Scientists are only just beginning to unlock the secrets of their long lives and unique biology. So the next time you think of sharks, try to see them not just as predators, but as remarkable survivors and vital parts of the ocean's delicate balance. They play a crucial role in keeping marine ecosystems healthy, and their presence is a sign of a thriving ocean. Remember that these masters of the deep have a breathing superpower unlike any other creature on Earth. Their story is one of resilience, adaptation, and wonder, a reminder that the natural world is full of surprises, waiting to be explored.